What up, everybody? It's your girl JoJo of JoJo's Replay, and I am here to tell you about OAT, Official America's Team. It is a platform built for fans, by fans, and it's all about Cowboys Nation, baby. We got so many big-time personalities like yours truly, Tyson Westcoat from Dallas Cowboys Scouting, Silver and Blue Nation headed by Big Game James, and the president and CEO himself, Barry Gibson, the guy that's bringing us all together and making all of this happen. Go subscribe. Go be a supporter. You know it's all about Cowboys Nation and about this chase for number 6, baby. And OAT is the hub to connect us all. So I'm telling you right now, go join. Go subscribe, because here at OAT, baby, we making big moves, because OAT is our business, and our business is our swag.
We them boys.
We them, Dallas Cowboys. We them, Dallas Cowboys. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. Somos Dallas Vaqueros. Somos Dallas Vaqueros. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. Puro Cowboys with the stars in the D. You know where we at, that's AT&T. Holding your dub, pulling up real deep. It's game time, baby, like we gon' eat. Like bring out the next top, pre-4 Prescott. Defense strong, ain't stopping us. Making they next pop, even our mascot clean. That's why they knocking us like, ooh, our team the truth. Even in Cali, they ripping us too. And it feels dream, America's team. Stepping the scene wherever we gleam. Hey, rocking that throwback, Cowboys on hold back. We push forward, don't fall back. Haters, they know that we the best, no cap. We stay down like fall flash. Win or lose, we don't pick and choose. We stay loyal to the gang squad. Pick a crew, we got plenty too. Everybody throwing stars up. Hey, that's all day. Sunday pray, then we play. Blue and gray, only way. We got team, that's what I say. We them, Dallas Cowboys. We them, Dallas Cowboys. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. Somos Dallas Vaqueros. Somos Dallas Vaqueros. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. South Texas like puro Cowboys. East Texas like puro Cowboys. West Texas like puro Cowboys. Austin and San Antonio, puro Cowboys. New Mexico and Arizona, puro Cowboys. Arkansas and Oklahoma, puro Cowboys. Mexico City like puro Cowboys. En Monterrey dicen puro Cowboys. Hey, Rowdy Nation like puro Cowboys. Cowboys Nation like puro Cowboys. Cowboy like family, puro Cowboys. Even Raymond Norta, puro Cowboys. We them, Dallas Cowboys. We them, Dallas Cowboys. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. Somos Dallas Vaqueros. Somos Dallas Vaqueros. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys. Puro Cowboys, puro Cowboys.
Hello, Seco Cowboys haters. It's your boy BG the Cowboys Unifier. I see you tapped in, baby. Shout out to Joe's Hats Company, baby, out there killing the game. Appreciate you tapping in here live today on Supporter Saturday. Welcome everybody to the show, man. I have got a doozy put together for y'all today. Yes, that's right. Yes, that's right. So make sure y'all get your bars raised here today. I see all my green badges tapping in. We're going to get some shout outs as we go through Supporter Saturday here. I'm going to share some reasons why you want to become a supporter like the rest of my diehards that are tapped in here. Puro Cowboys. Shout out to SA Halo. Man, y'all go to all them streaming platforms y'all seen at the end, and y'all support your guys' good work. Y'all seen all my Cowboy cousins in that video? I mean, the Dallas Cowboy Fan of the Year was in there. Shout out to Soup, man. I seen you up in there, baby. But yeah, y'all go stream SA Halo, man, with that Puro Cowboys. And like my man Joe's Hat Company says over there, Telo Seco haters. Let's give some shout out, see who's rolling, baby. I see you, Caitlin, tapping in from Corpus. Mike Rock was definitely up in the gym first and foremost. All my gym rats, all my usual suspects. Appreciate y'all tapping in here today. And it wouldn't be a show without a Facebook user tap in. So thank you. We're streaming in a bunch of different locations here today. We're on Facebook at the Built Different group. We're also live in the exclusive supporter group, the Cowboys Cousins group over there. So if you're in that group, make sure you register with StreamYard so we can put a name with a face if that's you. If not, at least we've hit our quota today. I see you, Troy, tapping in, baby. Jim Rat up and coming right there, man. This guy has been on the path, man, for the last 45 days, Mike. I think he gaining some reps on you, baby. What up, William? I see you tapping in, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Hey, Kelly, see you out there on the East Coast. Appreciate you tapping in here today. But yeah, we got a doozy of a show here together, man. We have a doozy of a show here together for everybody here today. I am excited. And in case you haven't seen that right there, if you didn't know, next weekend, I've been talking about it, SportsCon. If you've been to SportsCon, you know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Andy Alberth, you know, the cousin of Tony Romo. He's the head of this SportsCon. They want to call it the Comic-Con of sports out there. So a lot of big things happening, but right over there to the right on Official America's team. I covered that back in 2017 before it was actually called the SportsCon. So we're going to be talking about that going forward this week. As we know, some of your favorite bloggers are going to be out there, boots on ground. So shout out to West Coast Cowboy. I believe he's going to be out there per usual. So the most traveled fan base creator out there. So he's continuing to put in work. We see you. But yeah, SportsCon is a great event. That's why I tell y'all, all y'all Dallas Cowboy fans in the DFW Metroplex, y'all spoiled with all this great stuff that y'all got going on out there, man. Over 100 players are going to be there for your meet and greet opportunities to get photos, to get autographs. You know, I covered that here in the story. Basically, it was the National Fantasy Football Convention before there's a fantasy football counselor. If y'all may follow him on Instagram, he's pretty popular over there on Instagram. Shout out to Uncle Joe over there. But yeah, if you're on in the DFW Metroplex, you want to go out for the weekend, this next weekend, you want to go over there and see Andy Albert's Comic-Con of sports they're putting together. And so if you're part of officialamericas.com, you already are familiar with that. But shout out to everybody that's tapping in here today. We got a big show. This is Supporter Saturday. We're talking about Gym Rats of the Month for July. It's back. In case you can't see, he right there above my shoulder. We've already announced that. That's going to be the first of 4 awards that we're going to be giving away again this month for Gym Rats of the Month. I'm going to talk about how you can qualify to become a Gym Rat of the Month. So y'all tap in with me here today. Make sure y'all raise the bar. Let's get some shout outs over there on YouTube. We appreciate you tapping in over there, Patrick. I see you, baby. Shout out to everybody over there on YouTube. It's kind of slow over there, man. I've slowed down on the YouTube a little bit. We wanted to focus here as we get ready to get into training camp on Facebook. So we're streaming live also on YouTube there. Appreciate you tapping in. So we want to make sure everybody is staying abreast. My man Mike Rock says, never that, Troy. Uh-oh, I smell a challenge. Mike Rock is definitely leading the way. Mike Rock was the first Gym Rat of the Month, so y'all give a round of applause. He is tapped in per usual. Mike Rock been supporting the content over here 2 years strong. And I mean, he's been getting gains, literally, as he's also become a creator. So shout out to my guy, Mike Rock out there. Make sure y'all go follow his journey over there on YouTube. He's also posting on Instagram too as well. So shout out to my guy. He's literally getting gains on and off the court here as we tap in with everybody. But Troy's now bounced over there over to YouTube also, Mike. I see we got a Mike and a Troy thing going on here today. Well, I got to get through the show. Y'all continue to get your reps in. But shout out to all of those Gym Rats that are tapped in here today that want to learn about the Gym Rat of the Month for July. And as we, again, it's a countdown. We are 64 days. Is that right? A Tom Rafferty. 64 days away from the Dallas Cowboys kicking off in the Big Apple with the New York Giants. Yeah, man. 65 days away. We got 4 Saturdays this month. So like I said, Zeke right there. Shout out to my guy Cesar Mancia in the OAT group over there. He's a fan base creator. We had a Gym Rat of the Month win this last month. We got it back again. I actually had 2 of them in mind as we wonder if Zeke is going to sign with another team or is Zeke waiting for Jerry at the start of pull that emergency lever that I've been talking to y'all about. So that's up for first prize of the month for Gym Rat of the Month in July. So shout out to everybody competing. We're going to announce all the winners at the end of the month. That's right, on the 29th. Ooh, that's going to be a big day. Yeah, that's going to be a big day because the Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fight is on that same day, who is, happens to be a Cowboys fan. So let's tap over there so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Yeah. This is another reason why you want to become a subscriber at officialamericas.com. We are the only website, Craig, on the internet talking about Dallas Cowboy fans 365 days a year, to include Errol Spence. Y'all have seen Michael Parsons out there supporting his guy. He's been to the gym over there. The big fight, Errol Spence, big-time Dallas Cowboy fan versus Terrence Crawford. I know a lot of folks are picking Crawford. Well, Micah's actually picked Errol Spence, so go figure. So that fight's going down on the 29th. We're going to have the Supporter Saturday, too, on that day. So y'all tap in with your boy. We got a big month ahead of us as we'll already be in the training camp by then. So, training camp kicks off the Dallas Cowboys first. Practice is July 26th. This will be the first open practice out there. So a lot of fans going to be going to training camp. I don't think I'm going to make it. We didn't hit our targeted goals last month as a unit. And so that's why we're talking about asking your support here today to help get BG to camp. So we got another incentive going on today. The Quest for the 6 is back. So if you've been part of the Quest for the 6, you know what I'm talking about. First 6 subscribers that hit that green badge today, not only will you qualify to become a Gym Rat of the Month this month, which you have to have a green badge, but the first 6 that sign up will also qualify to win what's in that package. It's very small. You know what they say about small packages, right? Let's get some more shout outs. See who's rolling with us. Troy, I see both of y'all still going at it over there. He says, we can all do this. Enough room for all of us at the top. That's right. Appreciate that support, Mike. Yeah, man. We got some folks that quite frankly built different. I know I got a bunch of haters that follow the page over here, so we tend to entertain them for a time or two. Another reason why you may want to support. Not only can you support as a fan of another team. Yeah, that's right. Shout out to my guy, Tomas Carrasco, out in L.A. He's a Chargers fan, as the Cowboys are set to play the Chargers. So that's going to be fun, tailgating back out there with the West Coast. But shout out to my guy, Tomas Carrasco, who's a Charger fan. He's been supporting here almost a year. So don't be a hater if you like the content, and especially if you get boots on ground and we see you this season. Definitely, if you become a subscriber, we want to get linked up with you like my guy Tomas out there at SoFi. Yeah, man, you can be part of the other 31 and become a supporter here today. So shout out to all of the other 31 here that's hanging out. It's another reason why you want to support. But yeah, the Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford fight, in case you didn't know, you could take a look at it right there. This was put out here last fight where he said he wanted to fight Terrence Crawford. The next fight, he actually called that out. We talked about that here. He says, everybody knows who I want next. I want Terrence Crawford next. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight that everybody wants. I'm going to go over there and take his shit too. Woo! Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt. Okay? So how many boxing fans do we got out there that's going to be watching that fight on the 29th? That's what I want to know today. And in case you didn't know, Errol Spence is a big Cowboys fan. As you can see him there, Michael Parsons was with Errol at the last fight there. And now we see Michael Irvin there too as well. So shout out to Michael Irvin. There's been some new developments in that case. Haven't been really staying abreast of that, but I probably need to tap back into it. So shout out to everybody who got some context today. Shout out to the playmaker. Hopefully he can get this resolved and get his name back in good standing and get back on somebody's network. But let's talk about some other reasons why to support the content here today. This has only been one reason, y'all. This is at officialamericas.com. So shout out to all of the Patreon folks over there. That's right, baby. Let me get this here together. As y'all can see, shout out to my stylist. You know what I mean? I'm rocking a new sweater today. Shout out to my girl Cecilia Pierce, who's been a long time patron of the content, keeping the lights on over there at Official America's team. Also an Army vet. You know, she's part of Star Status Cowboys Connection out there. Shout out to my girl Cecilia. You know, she designs stuff like this, not only for Dallas Cowboy fans, but also for the other 31. So, see, there's another reason why the other 31 should maybe tap in here with those folks here today. But yeah, shout out to my stylist. You know, I want to break out my church clothes, even though it's Saturday. So if you're rocking your church clothes, you know what I'm talking about. But we're talking about why should you support the content here at OAT. Like I said, we're streaming on different platforms here. We're also on Twitter. Shout out to my guy, Troy Park. I see you sharing my videos over there on Twitter. You know, I got like 30 followers over there. I think 2 people unfollowed me. Probably was a hater. But it's all good. Shout out to my guy, Troy, sharing to the Twitter over there. You know, that platform owned by Elon Musk. So if you got caught up in that Threads situation, if you know what I'm talking about, that new app that came out, Threads, that boo-boo, they got you. You got to be more careful. Kayla's tapping in and says, big time fight fans here. We'll be tuned in. Speaking of fights, don't get me to talking about who that is. Y'all know I just became a boxing fan from the last Errol Spence fight. Call me bandwagon if you want to. I'm just supporting another Cowboys fan. But yeah, shout out to Caitlin tapping in. So if y'all know about that pay-per-view stuff, yeah, it's going down. So in lieu of the Gym Rat of the Month competition too, we also have the Stars Challenge every month. Shout out to my guy, Park Ranger. Visalia, California. He's like literally a park ranger out there in California. He's coming up here for the game against the Seattle Seahawks in the preseason. You know, the second game on August 19th. Shout out to my guy, Park Ranger out there, who won the Ezekiel Elliott last month during the Stars Challenge. So if you're throwing stars here today, all stars matter in the month of July. I wanted to announce what the prize of the month for top star giver is here today as well. So give me a chance to pull that up. Yeah, that's right, baby. How many of y'all have seen these? I know my girl Kelly has. Kelly got about 11 of them out there. Shout out to my girl Kelly Collins out there, DC Nation Fan Club president. Y'all know my Cowboy cousin out there taking us to the CSA shows. But yeah, she the Igloo plug on the East Coast. Yeah, she got that plug out there. But we giving away this tailgate tote here this month. Y'all probably seen it here before, but I wanted to make sure and put it up on the screen so everybody can get a good idea of what it's looking like. This is the official Igloo website, in case you didn't know. The NFL partnered with Igloo, obviously, to give you your favorite team's colors, so that way you can take it to your tailgate, like this tailgate tote here that's insulated. See, it's about a $60 value here on the official site. That gives you an idea about what you can put in there. I think you put a bag of ice, maybe a 12-pack or 2, maybe about 18-pack in there. Shout out to them folks out there drinking that 8 beer. But yeah, that's what's up for grabs during the month of July here for top stars. So if you're giving stars, you don't even know what stars are. It's a virtual currency here on Facebook. You know, fans of the other 31, y'all can get that too. Y'all know y'all got family and friends that are Cowboy fans. So don't be just over here hating. Think about them too. If you donate stars on any of the content, it doesn't have to be live. It can be on the reels. Thank you to everybody who's been giving stars on reels. All of those matter. All those will add up. So during the month of July here, especially on Facebook. Now, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitter over there, you're going to have to jump over here to Facebook. So that way you can be able to participate. And I'll show you where you can do that at right here. At Build Different Group. Boom. Just hop over there. That's me. You see me right there in front of the Space Needle. Shout out to all them Pacific Northwest fans up here. Shout out to the Meetup app. There's about 600 fans over there connected. We're trying to get them moving on the tailgate information. But yeah, shout out to all of the Dallas Cowboy fans in the Pacific Northwest. As you can see way in the far back, that is Mount Rainier. But yeah, that's where you can link up with me over there on Facebook. And make sure when you become a fan over there, you always check out the feature. Because guess what else we got going on in the month of July? Does anybody have any idea? Hey, Nelly, I see you. Appreciate you tapping in here. Make sure you get them reps in. Y'all know the deal. We got to get them gains this month. We got the Quest for the Six challenge. So make sure if you're interested in becoming a subscriber like my fam, Nelly up there, hit that green badge with a star down there below. There she goes. She said, yep, I got about 50, 11. I told you. It's nicely, what you say, it nicely fits a full-size helmet. There you go. Only select teams has the cooler totes. Got more coming. So shout out to the Igloo plug over there on the East Coast. That's my girl, Kelly. She always flossing those igloos out there. I see you, girl. She packs them and puts them over there on Instagram too as well on Reels. So shout out to our girl, Kelly. But not only do we got an Igloo plug over there on the East Coast, and we'll get back to Facebook here in just a second. We got our own Igloo plug right there in the DFW Metroplex, baby. Shout out to my guy, Super Cowboy. Y'all seen him on the SA Halo track on the way in. I told you all my Cowboy cousins was over there, y'all. We are connected here on and off the grid. That's what truly makes this content different. We're not just creators on the other side of the screen. We actually get boots on ground out there like you see my guy, Super Cowboy, with his boots. But he's the DFW Metroplex Igloo plug out there. And shout out to my guy, TLC, who's also a Patreon supporter over there. My guy, Terry, y'all know TLC over there. He just joined the podcast over there with Super Cowboy. So make sure y'all go over there and check out my guy, Super Cowboy's podcast. But he's the Igloo plug out there in the DFW, as we've also featured him here on officialamericas.com. Shout out to SCDC, SC there. You know, the oldest fan club in the world, Craig. Shout out to the Prez, Luis, big time supporter of OAT, always sharing our content, linked up many times. But there's some more of your Igloo products, as Kelly was talking about. They got these Yeti cups, it looks like, the tumblers. But yeah, this is the Igloo plug with my favorite guy. Y'all know who he is, baby. I got the photo right up here above me. Y'all know it's my guy, Drew Pearson. That's right. That's Super Cowboy and my guy, Drew. As Super Cowboy was nominated for an award there, and we campaigned for him on OAT. But yeah, shout out to Super Cowboy. Make sure y'all go over there and support his podcast as we talk about Supporter Saturday here today, man. We ain't even really got to the other reasons why you should support, man. Make sure you go over there, officialamericas.com, and join the mailing list. So when cool stories about my cousins come out like that, you're connected and you get it right in your inbox. Caitlin giving some more context, as always. Appreciate that, cousin. She says he's got a good radio show over there in the DFW that he puts on. Yeah, especially to all my Cowboy primos and primas south of the border. Yeah, man, Puro Cowboys. Y'all thought y'all knew, baby, where all them Puro Cowboys at down. I know they out there in Corpus Christi. But some more reasons why you should support the content here today. Man, I got a full list here, but I'm not going to bore y'all to death. As we've been tapped in here about 23 minutes, make sure if you're tuning in for the first time on one of these platforms, especially YouTube, I need you to tap in and let me know where you're watching from. Let's get acquainted here today as y'all are meeting all my cousins out there on and off the grid. But why you should support, I mean, we keep up with Dallas Cowboys news and notes here. Y'all know I'm live, especially on Facebook, more so than the other platforms, because that's where all my support's at. So shout out to all my green badges holding it down here today in the gym, getting them reps. Yeah, we keep up with the news. We got your occasional meme or two. You know, we like to think outside the box over here. We like to give creators credit. You know, we're not one of the meme pages where like we steal a meme that's going viral and then we try to slap a logo on it and make it look like it's ours. Nah, we create thought-provoking content over here. So we even entertain the haters to an extent. Shout out to all of the haters of the other 31, baby. Like my guy Joe's Cowboy hat said, Telo Seco haters. But yeah, you know, we get them live gym sessions in. We got the Gym Rat of the Month challenge going down. So we want to encourage behavior here to engage on the content. So if you're just tapping in and you like the content, you want to keep up with it, make sure you turn on notifications. But you got to visit here every day And I'll get back to the Facebook page here so I can articulate this a little bit better for you. But as we jump back over here to Facebook, make sure every day when you tap in, you go to the actual page as such, as you see it right here. Where you scroll to the top, you come to the front of the page, because when you do that, that makes it important to Facebook, and they make sure to put my content in front of your timeline, like what's going down at the end of this month, baby. Do I need to really say anything? I mean, what's going down at the end of July, baby? Anybody tapping in? I know my green bandits are tapping in here today. Know what I'm talking about, baby. Make sure y'all throw a comment up there. I want to make sure I ain't got any bots on the line. Y'all not falling asleep in the gym. Let's go. Let's get them reps in. Oh, great feedback. Thank you. I need to change my link there. Thank you, Kelly. She says they discontinued the Igloo NFL Yetis. So thank you. But what about the tumblers? Those were tumblers. So let's make sure we get that clear. What up, SoCal? I see you in the house. Shout out to SCDCSC. Like I said, the oldest fan club on the network. Not only at officialamericansteam.com do you get all great stories about the fan base out there. The reason why I created officialamericansteam.com was not to be your typical Dallas Cowboys blog. Now, we wanted to connect fans at live events. Shout out to my girl Kelly, who's tapping in here. She's a president of her fan club out there on the East Coast. She helps populate the only Cowboy Club directory on the internet, Craig, at officialamericansteam.com, where you can look to go to games and connect with other Cowboy fans there in the local area. They also do that on the Meetup app up here in Seattle. Like I said, the Meetup app has a big Cowboys fan following up here, and that's how they communicate. So if you know what I'm talking about, MEETUP, the Meetup app, that's how we're going to be putting out some information for the upcoming tailgate on August 19th. But yeah, we connect fans at live events, and that was truly what made us different from all of the other sites out there. Was we wanted to be able to connect fans. So make sure you go to officialamericansteam.com and check it out. But back to Facebook, what's going on at the end of the month, man? I got anybody tapping in? Let me know. There we go. Kelly says it's Gantt week. How many of y'all know about the shark out there? Did y'all see the shark right there, man? He let me wear his ring. We got the shark BDG Shark Challenge going on over there. So when you come to Facebook every day, you go to these featured posts here. I'm going to open up that shark post there so you can see what's going down with that, especially if you got a photo with shark. But make sure you come to the featured. So like I said, if you're going to SportsCon here, you can check out this video. This was vlog video of me at the National Fantasy Football Convention, which was formerly the artist known as, now it's Go SportsCon. But you can check out those, and especially if you want to order hats, make sure you can check it out there. As you know, that's where I got this hat from, was from my hat stop out there. But yeah, we got Shark Week going on this week, so let's open up this post. How can you get in with Shark Week Challenge? It's the first ever hashtag BDG Shark Week Challenge. That's right. Shark Week actually goes down at the end of the month. So shout out to all of them Shark Week lovers. I mean, I know I got folks in the other 31 that probably watch Shark Week too. It's cool, man. We get it. But yeah, Discovery kicks off Shark Week. And we're going to honor our own shark here. As you see, I met him in, I think that's 2017. He actually let me wear his ring. Two-time Super Bowl champion Kenneth Gantt. Like my girl Kelly says, Gantt Week. So shout out to Shark 29 Charities. Make sure you go check out that post and you can get in on the Shark Week Challenge. That's just another reason why you want to support the content here. If you've got a photo with Kenneth Gantt, submit it, put it on that post. During Shark Week at the end of the month, we're going to feature all of the fans here that submit photos with your consent. We're going to post it on the timeline to honor our very own Kenneth the Shark Gantt. Caitlin tapping in with some deep context here. She says, three reasons why I haven't chose to support BDG OAT. Relatable content. Not just Cowboys, but from the whole group. You guys can read through that. You know what I mean? It's relatable content. Like I said, we're real folks connecting with real folks here. We're not just bots, spammers, those types that, are always in my comment section. Man, I got to delete, I don't know, about 50, 11 comments a day on my timeline over there, because when you get a lot of traffic on Facebook, that's when them spammers show up. But yeah, you can check out the timeline there. Make sure you visit the page every day. Like I said, what that does is it tells Facebook this content is important to you. See my guy Zeke right there? Jumping the Eagles. Dak 1, Hurts 0. You know what I mean? Until Hurts can beat Dak Prescott, I'm not going to shut up about the Eagles. So y'all just going to have to come watch if you don't believe me. But yeah, shout out to all of the fans here tapping in today. As Kelly gives us the confirmation, Tumblr, Yetis, yes. Cool, thank you. Got to make that change. Appreciate that. So make sure you don't click on that link. That's going to be discontinued. Thank you for the real live feedback and content there as we keep the show rolling. As always, if you're tapping in for the first time, do me a favor, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from, especially if you watch this on the replay afterwards. We're talking about reasons why you should support the content here. I mean, I don't need to keep going, I don't think. I mean, there's like a whole 9 full of reasons. If you haven't found a reason to support just yet, just leave a comment on there and give me some advice. You know, I got an open mind. I'm always willing to take some new advice. Like I love taking advice from my smart Cowboy fans that hang out with me here. You know what I mean? So shout out to my stylist, like I said, Cecilia Pierce, Patreon gang supporter. So if you want to become a supporter of the content today, like I said, we got the Quest for the 6 challenge going on. For this challenge today, the first 6 subscribers that become a supporter, you'll have a chance to win this. Then when you get your green badge, you'll also have a chance to win Gym Rat of the Month. So this will be the first Gym Rat of the Month prize. Like we said, we got 3 more Saturdays left in the month. Every Saturday, we're going to roll out another prize. So I'm excited about that, and that encourages the engagement behavior here. Now, I understand everybody's financially not able to, support the content. That's cool. You can't give stars. I don't want y'all to think BG's all about stars and all about subscriptions. But look, this is how we elevate the platform here. You guys have seen we've been putting in work since 2016. Shout out to all of our OAT veterans, especially like my guy Sam, the admin, who's also been featured here on officialamericansteam.com. He's also in that video down below if you visit the SportsCon link that I shared here today. Yeah, Sam picked me up from the airport, man, when I went to the actual fantasy football convention there. So it's coming full circle. Shout out to my guy Sam, also an admin, supporter, star donator here. He's got his own brand. You can follow him on Instagram at CastingCowboy817. So if you like to zzz, if you like to fish, if fishing is your thing instead of going to the gym, that's cool. Go follow my guy Sam over there at CastingCowboy817. He's been featured on officialamericansteam.com here today too. So just a ton of reasons why you want to support the content. We like to do a little bit of everything. We've got written content here. We've got video. I really don't think people really truly appreciate the time it takes to craft these reels. Now, if you're on YouTube, you would know them as shorts. I mean, it's the same size video. And on Instagram, it's called Reels, right? So, yeah. So, same video, 3 different platforms. But, man, it takes a lot of work to really put into those Reels, that's gotten us over, I think, about 30 million views since last year. So, we appreciate everybody watching the Reels here. Y'all seen the one with Denzel and Shaq. I've been posting a lot of throwbacks here this offseason, trying to keep the timeline alive, as you see a lot of Cowboy fans like to tuck in their merchandise after the Super Bowl or after the season. They go to sleep, then they don't wake up until we get to about the end of this month when we get into training camp, and then everybody's hold up, we them boys right now. We stay tapped in here 365 days a year. That's another reason why we're built different. We got fans staying tapped in all the time, not only with our team, with current things going on, staying abreast, all your favorite celebrities that are Cowboy fans like Denzel and Shaq, both Cowboy fans, put that together there, that reel. It's got over about 70,000 views. So thank you, everybody, engaging on the reels. If you only like video, that's cool. This is the place that you want to be, because we do it all here. We got memes, we got reels, we got your blog site. We got a group, like we said, at Official America's Team, where I said Sam's the admin, Caitlin's the admin over there, Mike Rock's an admin over there. Shout out to all of our admins. It seems like all my admins have became creators. Sam's a creator now. Mike Rock's a creator now. Caitlin's about to be a creator this season. Caitlin, if you're still tapping in, so I don't want to miss anybody. But shout out to everybody who's been hanging around here that actually became creators, So if you're very creative, you want to be a creative type, I even got you covered there, baby. Got ebooks on Amazon. Getting ready to release my 6th ebook called The Sixth Sense. I've been sharing that with my supporters over there. That's another reason why you want to support, is when you become a supporter, you get access to the supporters only timeline. Supporter only timeline. So if you're a Green Badge supporter, you get to see the supporter only timeline. There's 2 different timelines on this page. It's the open, where we share with everybody, all the other 31 and all of the non-supporters. And then we have an exclusive timeline. I'm telling you, it's some exclusive content going down in the group. I haven't shared anywhere else ever. So if you want to see what that's about, all my cousins know what I'm talking about. Tap in on that subscription button down there. Like we said, we're looking for 6 brand new supporters here today. So if you qualify, you become part of the Quest for the 6 challenge. Shout out to everybody who's won Quest for the 6 challenges. First 6 also qualify to win what's in this package. But yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I don't want to go like on no filibuster or nothing. But y'all know I always got it for every show, and we'll pivot and we'll talk a little bit about Cowboys, because y'all always know every supporter Saturday, I always have that big question. What's the big question of the show? We haven't talked about that here yet. And my big question of the show is today, for this new Texas Coast offense that the Dallas Cowboys are dubbing, should Dak run the ball more? I want to hear from y'all as we pivot the content to some Cowboys content here. Y'all have heard me tell y'all how to support, why to support, yada, 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 yada. Enough, babies, enough. Let's talk some Dallas Cowboys. If you're tapping in here today, should Dak run more? I want to hear from y'all. Let's get in the comment section. Wake up, sleepyhead. I want to make sure you're not asleep out there. I want to hear from you. Should Dak run the ball more this upcoming season? But that's the big question of the show here today. Should Dak run the ball? As we've been hearing, we're supposed to be running the damn ball, right? We hear all the talk about Ezekiel Elliott, my guy out there, who Jerry said that as the Cowboys go, as Zeke goes, the Cowboys go, right? Well, that's another story. But we stay abreast, what's going on with those situations. We talk about that here, with this, running the ball more with this Texas Coast offense. Is it going to be Dak running the ball more, essentially? Or we're not going to go out there. We're not going to get a Dalvin Cook. We're not going to get one of those other running backs out there. We're not going to go re-sign and get back in bed with Ezekiel Elliott for a second time. I want to hear from y'all. Y'all tap in. Is that what that's going to mean about this Texas Coast offense? Should Dak run more? My girl Kelly says Dak is mobile QB. Why not? I mean, wasn't he a running quarterback in college? I mean, I don't know whose idea was it for him to become a pocket passer first. I don't know, but great context there. Michael says over there on Facebook, I think Dak should incorporate some QB sneak into his game. Oh, no, let's don't say that, because them Philadelphia Eagle fans about to populate up in that comment section right now and say, y'all go try to be like Jalen Hurts this season. Oh, I cannot wait until the Eagles fans regress on their boy. I'm not going to pivot on the Eagles just yet, but my guy Michael says maybe Dak should run the sneak a little bit more. I don't know, man. That sounds like some Jalen Hurts to me, if you know what I mean. Nelly says, good question. On one hand, yes. Shout out to my Green Badge out there. She says, he is a running QB. On the other hand, does he still got it? Oh, man, have y'all been, y'all realize how big, how muscular Dak's legs are, right? Dude's pretty stout. Ooh, my cousin is definitely picking up what I'm putting down. She says, I think Kellen Moore has something to do with that pocket passing. Say what? The whiz kid, Kellen Moore, wanted to make a name in the Dallas Cowboys organization. Not only that, in the NFL as his first time offensive coordinator. Led the league in a couple of years, if not one, I think one or two, I think over the last 3 years, something like that. A pew, 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 pew. One of them shooting them up offenses. Is that why Dak was throwing so many interceptions? Maybe he should get mobile a little bit more this year as we talk about the big question of the show. Should Dak Prescott run more? I'm with you, though, Nelly. I'm with you. I think that Kellen Moore had his favorites, and I think he had an agenda going in there. And that's why I think there was some friction between him and Mike McCarthy when it came to play calling. But, oh, boy. You know, we got old Schottenheimer in there now as the offensive coordinator, but y'all know the buck going to have to stop with Money Mike this season. He going to have to own it. As we've been seeing Money Mike talk about, Dak Prescott going to have to own this Texas Coast offense, right? Caitlin says, I don't think he should. I know he can move with the legs, but the ankle injury a few years ago, considered, noted, definitely. Going into year 8, I don't think it's in his best interest, especially with the uncertainty around that O-line. Ooh. As we talked about the O-line on Top Fan Friday yesterday. Shout out to my guy, Willie Webb. Shout out to all the top fans tapping in here today. Don't be scared. Top fans, hit that green badge. Become a supporter today. Elevate your game here with BDG. She says, move in the pocket to get a clear throwing lane, but much more than that. I'm with you. Folks don't want him to run the ball more because we don't want him to get hurt. But I guarantee you there's a Cooper Rush lover out there that wishes Dak Prescott would get hurt so they could put him in the pocket, right? Shout out to all them Cooper Rush lovers out there. We all seen how that went down, right? That's another reason why you want to follow, because if you ain't got nothing else to do here, I'm going to tell you the comment section be lit in all the posts. Because I'll tell you, nothing attracts a Philadelphia Eagles fan more than a Dallas Cowboy post on my timeline. Shout out to Cup, the green badge creator over there. One half of the Star Status Cowboys Connection national brand ambassadors. I see y'all. Shout out to my girl, Lady Vice over there, the first female football rapper. I got creators and stars supporting me here. Shout out to my Cowboy cousin. He say, let him loose. Talk about Dak Prescott. Jason says, I love running option, but timing is everything. I don't know, man, with this new Texas Coast offense, they're talking about running the damn ball more. Shout out to my guy, West Coast Cowboy. We featured him here too on OAT, one of the first fan base creators. Man, I remember when I seen West Coast with his glasses on in his car, just a t-shirt with a notebook and a pencil going live on Facebook, talk about folks at training camp. I was like, man, let me put him in OAT. Shout out to my guy, West Coast Cowboy, baby. Shout out to all them West Coast Cowboy fans that follow the page here. But yeah, the big question of the show is, should Dak run more? If you're just tapping in here late, make sure you hashtag replay. If you watch the replay, leave a comment in the comment section. Hashtag replay. I love to go back through my comments afterward and see the replay comments, and especially pick up any comments I may inadvertently miss. Y'all know how Facebook be do, or Facebook does sometimes, you know, a trip like comments don't get to populating and all that stuff. But should Dak run the ball more as we pivot back to the convo here? And shout out to all them folks over there on YouTube. Shout out to everybody on Twitter. Y'all can engage in the discussion too here as well. If you're still tapped in with us, should Dak run more? Michael says that O-line better be built like a wall if they're going to run the ball more. We talked about that here yesterday on Top Fan Friday. Great context, Michael. Thank you for that. We talked about continuity. It's kind of ringing a bell here. We talked about that word, keyword continuity a few times. Can we keep some continuity on this offensive line? Because y'all know how Tyron be injured prone. And to confirm, Zach Martin does have, I think it's 8. He's got the same amount of Pro Bowls as he got holding calls. I think it's 7. Yeah. 7 Pro Bowls, 7 holding calls. Shout out to the OG out there. But yeah, we're going to have some continuity on this offensive line, man, because linemen are going to have to be the ones to win the war, man. And that's in the trenches. We had about 9 different or 10 different changes last year that contributed to some of Dak Prescott's ill-advised 15 interceptions that he tied the league in, right? Hey, Sherry, how you doing? She says, run for sure. I'm with you. I think half of us say run. The other half of us may say don't run, right? I haven't forgot about you. We definitely will link up. Appreciate your patience on that. Sherry was a winner of a hat here. Shout out to my Green Badge supporter, local PNW fan up here. Like we said, once we get that information for the tailgate, if you're traveling up here for the Seattle Seahawks preseason game, August 19th, shout out to my guy, RC Woodson, supporter up there in Alaska. He'll be down here. Like we said, my guy, Park Ranger, big-time Green Bay supporter out of Visalia, California, will be up here. So if you're a supporter, want to become a supporter, or want to get that information, you're going to get that information first as a supporter on the secret timeline that we talked about. So I see you out there, Sherry. Yeah, Caitlin's getting us back on track here, talking about Terrence Steele, the ACL injury, I think. Is he going to be able to come back? Ideally, I think Steele, along with those others, are going to be in the lineup. But, yeah, the continuity either way is going to be critical, no matter how we run the ball, either if it's Tony Pollard, Deuce Vaughn, Hunter Lupke. Offensive line going to have to control the trenches. The offensive line going to have to win us the war this season, y'all. Just like the days of old, like my guy was talking about on the Great Wall of Dallas. Facebook user tapping in here too. As a reminder, if you're tapping in with us here today, make sure you register with StreamYard. Shout out to all my Facebook user here. We want to make sure you register with StreamYard so that way you can have a face with your name. But shout out to my guy, Facebook user or gal out there, says definitely need to be more mobile as a QB, and the center is the only question mark, right? At O-line. That's going to be a moving target. So definitely, as we talk about offensive line here, we've been talking about the big question of the show, which is, should Dak run more? I don't know. Don't matter who's going to be running the ball or running the damn ball for that matter if that offensive line is not going to have any continuity to it. As we shift to close the show out here today, we appreciate all the green badges tapping in here today. Without you, this content would be possible. Shout out to all of the Patreon supporters over there at OAT. You know, keeping the lights on over there. Shout out to Caitlin. Shout out to Mike Rock. Those supporters, you want to become a supporter of Patreon, I'll put that link in the comments after the show here. Help us keep the only website on the internet talking about Dallas Cowboy fans 365 days a year. Help us keep it online. It does come with a cost to keep online. Things are not free online anymore, in case you haven't figured that out. So make sure you become a supporter, because if you can't give stars or become a subscriber here today, you can always give as much social currency as possible as you can. And social currency is just simply a like, a comment, a share on any of the platforms that we're live on here today. That helps the conversation grow. That helps the community grow here too. That's quite frankly what makes us built different. So make sure you give us some social currency, if not anything. We appreciate everybody tapping in here today. But we've been on Supporter Saturday talking about July Gym Rats of the Month. We said this is going to be the first prize. We're going to have 3 more prizes to give away. We talked extensively about Official America's Team. Make sure you at least become a subscriber on the email list over there. So like I said, when all those cool stories come out, like my Cowboy Cousin Super Cowboy or Errol Spence, or Context with Caitlin, or Stakeholder with Mike Rock, make sure you become an email subscriber over there so that way you can get those cool stories right in your inbox. But without supporters, without this community here, this content wouldn't be possible. It's grown since 2016. So a few of y'all have been here since day one. So shout out to all of the day ones that's been holding it down. As we're in the middle of the month of July and we're talking about Dallas Cowboys football, when your average fan, you know, your casuals and your goofies, they out there sleep right now, sawing them logs. If you got any last minute questions or any last minute shout outs, do me a favor, put those in the comment section as we close the show up here today. I appreciate everybody tapping in on all the platforms, on Facebook, especially on YouTube and on Twitter. You know where I got 30 followers over there. Shout out to my guy Troy Park holding it down over there on Twitter, baby. But we talked about reasons why you should support the content here today. We talked about Gym Rat of the Month. We talked about should Dak run the ball more. We talked about Shark Week. Don't forget to submit your photos with Kenny Gant, the Shark, you know, the Dallas Cowboys Shark. We got Shark Week coming up on Discovery end of this month. We got the Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford fight. A lot of things happening in the month of July when it comes to Dallas Cowboy fans, and I'm happy to be able to share that all with each and every one of y'all. I appreciate everybody tapping in here today. It's time to get out of the gym, baby. This has been a heavy workout. We've been live 50 minutes here today on all the platforms. So make sure y'all raise the bar, get that social currency in. Make sure you leave that hashtag replay comment when you watch it afterward. And we'll see y'all in the gym on the next episode.